Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your weekly dose of celestial goodness. As always, thank you for joining me in this space and on this journey. I truly appreciate it. So, we were going to wrap up our conversation on the crown chakra, but my spirit led me in a different direction for this week. I actually wanted to check in with everyone and just see how we're all doing. Are you resting, hydrating, and moving your body? Are you engaging in self-care? It might not seem like these simple things matter, but they do. They matter a lot. Sometimes I do think that life is actually trying to remind us that the simple things can often bring about the most profound blessings into our lives. So many moons ago, I wrote blog posts and made videos on the topics that I just mentioned. The importance of sleep, the importance of hydration, and the importance of moving our bodies. I wanted to make sure that I was also practicing what I preach. So here's sort of a mini report on rest, hydration, and movement. Probably not in that order. So rest. Since working mostly from home for the past year, one of the biggest chunks of my day actually got removed, and that was the commute. Now, instead of riding the metro for about an hour each way, or driving into DC with driving times that really vary depending on the traffic conditions, I've basically been able to get up, clean up, have some breakfast, and then commute by walking to my desk. I thought initially that being home would also mean more rest. But then I found out that pandemic fatigue is a real thing. That, and it also felt like I was just doing more work at home. The ease of having the computer right there meant that it wasn't really difficult to check email or to finish one last thing. But the buffer between commuting and work also meant that I felt a loosening of my work-life boundaries. And I also noticed that my sleep patterns felt off. Even though I wasn't really doing much, and really time itself seemed to have lost all meaning. Since doing my research on rest and sleep in particular, I have definitely tried to get more rest in the night. I try to follow my circadian rhythm and rest when I feel tired. If not, then I do try to get to bed at a reasonable hour. What I've found is that my body wakes up pretty early, just of its own accord. It's almost like it's trained to get up early, and if I try to sleep in, it's like, nope, we're up. And so I generally feel more rested than not. I've also tried to create a routine for myself by signing into work at around the same time each weekday to create a sense of consistency. And I've also really tried to make room for downtime and to allow my own creative projects to flourish. I noticed that the benefits from this include feeling more refreshed, less groggy, and able to have more energy to do some of my own things. So, have you been resting? And if you would like to see some of the benefits of rest and sleeping, please check out my video on the importance of sleep. Now, with regards to movement, for the past 39 weeks, I have kept a record of walks that I take during the week. Things like weather, events, virtual events, travel, and even honestly, just needing a nap more than a walk have really sort of impacted dates and times. But for the most part, I've been able to walk at least 4 times per week. I actually set a goal for myself of about 3 miles per day, and so my goal is really about 12 to 15 miles per week. Sometimes on the weekend, I'll actually try to take a longer walk of maybe about 5 miles. I will push myself to do 3, but anything over that really feels like a plus. And I don't overdo it because I've hurt myself before and recovery takes time. So it just feels good to give myself the gift of physical movement. And there have been multiple benefits from walking for me. First, I feel stronger. When I first started my walks, I had been in this pandemic world for a few months, eating delicious things that I had been learning how to make from the Food Channel and Epicurious, but I hadn't really been moving. And I could feel it in my clothes, and then I started to feel more sluggish. So walking has really helped me to feel a little bit more energetic. And second, I do get to spend some time out in nature. That means grounding and earthing. By taking a walk, I actually have some designated time when I'm not connected to everything else that is going on in the world. So my brain gets a break and I find some peace in my day. And third, I truly believe that by observing nature, that there are just some things that make more sense to me. For example, I've talked a lot about the seasons that we go through in our individual lives. And that's not an accident. In nature, everything gets done. Things grow when they're supposed to without rush. And we also witness the power of sunshine, water, rest, and growth. Walking has genuinely put me in a better mood, and I am thankful for the opportunity to get a chance to spend some time outside. So, I've also done videos on movement and drinking water, and disconnecting and decompressing. So, how is that going for you? Have you been moving? Have you been dancing, walking? What are you doing to get your body pumping? And then water. The journey to better hydration has probably been my most challenging, but also my most rewarding journey. So out of the last 37 days, I've completed 35 days of drinking 1 gallon or 128 ounces of water. Prior to this, I'd actually started feeling brittle within myself. My bones and my joints felt a little bit achy, and I knew instinctively that I needed more water. Since I'd also done research on the benefits of water, I knew that I needed to increase my intake, and that my body would be thankful for it. I did some research on water bottles, and I found one that I liked on Amazon. It's the Fittest water bottle, and it was just in a beautiful shade of blue, green, and pinkish purple. It also had motivational quotes that start at 7 a.m. and go until 9 p.m. Sort of cynically, I was like, who is drinking water from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.? As it turns out, me. There's something about seeing the bottle that actually made me feel like I should be drinking it. So the result of my month of water, of 1 gallon of water every day, is that I definitely feel hydrated. My joints and my body as a whole just feel better and more fluid. I think my skin also looks better and more glowy. And water is definitely a detoxing agent. So if you want your kidneys and intestines to thank you, drink some water. And as a matter of fact, I think all of you, your whole body will feel better. And yes, you do have to go to the bathroom a lot initially, but as time progresses, I actually think my body got used to the amount of water that it could hold without doing like a constant running back and forth. I think it's helping me to sleep better and to feel more energized, and I snack less because when you're drinking that much water, there's really no time to be doing anything else. Like, it is a commitment. And drinking water begats drinking more water. That's probably the more surprising thing, that even after drinking a gallon sometimes, I still feel like I could drink some more. So, I think if you want to get more water in your body, my suggestions are to just start. Start drinking a glass or two more and work your way up. If you don't like the taste of water, and that is a thing, maybe add some fresh fruit to help you. And schedule your day around this. I know that if I was commuting, I probably wouldn't be able to drink the water consistently through the day. I'd have to break it down into clumps, like morning water, afternoon water, water I need to stop drinking by a certain time so I can make it home. And as it stands, I actually do schedule this water drinking around my walks. So if I know that I'll walk at, let's say, 6:30 p.m. after work, I might stop drinking water at 5. And when I return from my walk, I'll actually drink some more. And another thing I learned recently from a very wise woman was that I should work with water. Right now, I've been drinking it to keep me hydrated, but I haven't thanked the water for all the amazing things that it's been doing for my body. So with this in mind, I actually held my water bottle and I asked the water to work with me. As I took my first sips, I just let myself feel the water flowing through my body and thanked it for purification, cleansing, healing, and love. This woman also said, "What does the world need to be carried from you by the water?" And when I think of that, I think, what toxins need to be removed so that I have the energy to use my gifts in a way that are of most service to the world? Not just the world, but also to me, to my goals and to my dreams. So this has profoundly changed my experience with water and my hydration process. So I hope that you are resting well, moving your body, and as you have the capability to do, and also hydrating. These are simple things, but they are also at the foundation of what is keeping us alive. We need air, we need water, we need the earth, and we need the inner and outer fire to sustain us, nurture us, and to help us give back to the earth and its people. So, if you are enjoying these videos, please do continue to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really do appreciate it. And may the stars shine brightly over your week, and may you be hydrated, rested, and energized. Thank you.